It's time for Inside the Patch with your Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Gnarley Charley.
All right, so we have special guest, Raider Capone. And let me tell you about Raider Capone. She is a diehard Raider fan. She watches the show every week. This is what I know about you. I know you have 3 boys. They all sold, right? So you're
yes. And
one of the things that's funny about you is a couple years ago when everyone was blaming Carr for everything, you were in the chat rooms defending Carr at the point where it got you so frustrated you had to just get out. It was bad.
Yeah, I chose to leave because rather than get kicked out.
it was like it got to the point where everyone's fighting amongst themselves. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, well, and when the argument is, the Raiders are up, scoring 35 points a game and they still lose, and they're going to blame the quarterback for that. Sorry, that's a defense. So,
and we're biased because of the Fresno State connection here. But
absolutely.
Let me ask you this: we're 3 games down. We are 0-3. We were supposed to be Super Bowl contenders, undefeated.
I bet money on them to win the Super Bowl. So
you're not out yet. You're not out. Mathematically, you're not out yet.
Nope, not at all.
All right. So okay. How are you handling this week? I mean, you watched the game. It upset you.
Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
I did a lot of cussing, a little bit of drinking and pacing, and probably what every other Raider fan was doing. Some good things, some bad things, and they get you, roped right back in, and then, cardiac arrest at the, towards the end, and then disappointment at the very end. So,
Well, we were talking about how everyone's looking for somebody to blame, and it's kind of hard now because it seems like the team plays lights out one half.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So they haven't put it together.
Yeah, I got some issues. In my mind, I'm trying to, look at positives and pick some winners, which, it's getting hard to do, and some losers, and try to disperse the blame. But
what was the most positive? The top couple positive things.
I think the ability to rally back is a big positive. I think Matt Collins was lights out, better than I think anybody would have anticipated him doing.
Yeah.
Just clutch the entire game.
Is there a ghost behind you? Is there a ghost behind you? Because your Raider blanket's moving.
Oh, there's a cat. I have a cat, and anytime I put up any kind of blanket, the cat automatically wants to get by the blanket. So
what's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Ruggs.
Like Henry Ruggs?
Well, so he first started out as Gruden, and then when the whole fiasco with Gruden happened, I was like, hey, let's go with our number one. Let's go with the number 1 receiver. You're a quick little feisty little undersized runt of the litter cat. Let's go ahead and give you, we're going to name you Ruggs, fastest guy on our team. And then, that whole situation happened, which wasn't good. And so then I just figured, well, maybe I should just call him Jinx, but Ruggs kind of stuck. So,
can we see him?
I hated to put the kiss of death on anybody else. So
I want to see him because he shouldn't be locked up. Well, I guess there he is. There he is.
Hi, bud. Bye.
That's the Ruggs that's free. Okay, good. Okay, so
yeah.
All right, what else? What else?
I think our running game is very positive. Not understanding why we're not just pushing Josh Jacobs more. Aside from game 1, I think he's done really, really well. I was really impressed with his running, being dehydrated and sick last week. And he only got, less than 100 yards. But we also, took the foot off the gas pedal and stopped running. And I get it when you're down, I get it when you're down, you gotta, pass, but in order to keep the pass available, you got to run, and he's efficient. So why are we not running him more? But I think he's a winner. We need to just push that more. The safety, Harmon, he was, made a clutch interception could have got us back in the game. if not for some things that we'll talk about on my loser side.
Well, but Rock Ya-Sin and Hobbs are both dinged up a little bit. It's kind of
Abram is a little dinged up now as well, so not quite sure how we're going to look this week. But I think we brought another guy on the practice squad. I don't think he's really going to get any much playing time, but
yeah, I don't know if
you never know. If we keep
His name is
racking
David Evans. I never heard of him before.
Yeah, he came. I could be wrong, but I want to say he came from the Giants practice squad, but I'm not really sure on that.
He played 2 games last year. That's all I know.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
What's okay? Quickly do the negative, but I don't want to hear too much about it.
Yeah, well, obviously everybody's gonna say Carr's on the negative. I have a hard time blaming Carr when we got some key drop passes. We got an offensive line that can't protect him. He can't look for number 2 or number 3 when he's only got a second he's got to throw to that first guy. And if not for some dropped passes, I think he would have looked a lot better. But I do think he does have some issues with ball control. I had a problem with coaching staff. I'm not really digging the plays they're calling. They're taking forever to get the play calls in. I mean, we're getting to the line with less than 10 seconds left on the play clock, and he's having, Carr's got to look around and see, we're getting delay of game penalties, which is killing us. Offensive line had some horrible penalties in the red zone that cost us time, cost us ability to score. I want to know where Chandler Jones is. I think he had one tackle, or not even got 1 tackle this game. We spent all this money on everything. We got Devontae, which I love. I'm totally happy. Waller got signed, which Waller's my boy. I love him. I feel like he did not play with 100%. I feel like he was out there. I don't know where his heart was, and I hate. There's some players that have my heart, and he's one of them. And I hate to say he's not showing up, but I don't know where he was.
Well, he took some shots. He took a couple really hard shots.
But he's also getting paid the big money to make those easy catches right through your hands.
Okay, so Mom, to wrap this up, tell me, how do we beat the Broncos? What are we going to do this week?
Well, our O-line needs a step up. That's been an issue. If they give Carr time, I think we're going to light it up. And Denver's offense isn't that great, so I think our defense is going to have a shot to really hopefully Jones shows up, and I think Max is going to have a big game. I hope Abram's able to play, because he is an aggressive safety, kind of whiffs sometimes, but I'll take that. He's young, he'll learn. But I think the defense should do okay against Denver's offense.
Okay, I promise you can do a shout out to your boys and your uncle who's a fan. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, my Uncle Steve has been a lifelong Raider fan. Hit his head one time when his kids were little, because he jumped up and smacked his head on the ceiling. My aunt laughed, and my heart is Cody, Kyle, and Carson, which are, my 3 hearts walking around in this world. And hopefully they are better human beings, and, put love out in the world.
I always say this, but it's more to parents of girls. Keep them off the pole, and you'll be fine. All right. So there it is.
Keep your daughters off the pole, your boys out of jail.
All right. There it is. Mama Capone here on Inside the Patch. You're awesome. Thank you.
Bye. Go Raiders.
We'll be back with more Inside the Patch on 1430 ESPN, your official home of the Las